Hi and Happy New Year. Well, it's going to be Happy New Year's tomorrow because I think I'm going to record this video and upload it today, the 31st. So Happy New Year. I hope you have a good 2024. But something happened to me recently that I wanted to talk about on YouTube. I asked ChatGPT the answer to a finance question and it gave me the wrong answer. Now, I know a lot of college students ask ChatGPT to teach them how to do stuff, ask for steps for how things are calculated. And I realized that it's possible for the AI to give you incorrect answers, severely incorrect answers at that. So let me set up the story I have. I was reading up on transactions in two different markets and reading up on something called the basis. Now, the basis in finance is calculated as the difference between two prices, spot price and futures price. Now, I'm not going to give you a finance lesson, but for the purpose of this video, let's treat the spot and the futures as two different markets. We're going to transact in those two markets without restrictions, and you can buy or sell the same item in the two markets. For the purpose of basis calculation, we're talking about the same product. So basis is equal to spot minus futures. If spot is higher than futures, then that's a mathematical thing. The basis is positive because you get a positive number from that calculation. If futures is higher than spot, then you get negative a basis because you get a number that is less than zero. Again, that is mathematics. Now, the question I was asking ChatGPT, I think, revolves around selling and buying the basis. When you sell the basis, you're selling the spot. When you buy the basis, you're buying the spot. So buying and selling the basis refers to the spot market, not the futures market. Now that we've got all of those things correctly, what do we then do with those two things in finance? Well, think about this. If you're buying the same item in two different markets, you can buy and sell without restrictions in both. Then you're going to buy in the cheaper market and sell in the more expensive market. So when the basis is positive, that means that the spot price is higher than the futures price. You're going to sell in the spot market and you're going to buy in the futures market. When the basis is negative, futures is higher than the spot. You're going to sell in futures, you're going to buy in spot, period. And hilariously, I'm going to put the answers that ChatGPT gave me when I asked those two questions up here. ChatGPT got it significantly wrong. It's telling me that the basis is positive when the futures market is higher than the spot market. Well, the math doesn't work. So we had a little conversation between the two of us. I went back, well, the math doesn't work, ChatGPT. If the math is not mathing, how can you say this? And it came back and gave me an answer, which I think it's humoring me. I'm going to let you judge for yourself. But it said something like, oh, I'm sorry, you're correct. I like being correct. Now, what does Bard say about the same thing? Remember, ChatGPT was incorrect when I asked it for what a positive basis was. Gave me a wrong definition for positive basis. Therefore, it couldn't tell me how traders can profit in that market. It gave me a wrong answer and it says, I think it said something along the lines of, if the basis is positive, then the futures is higher than the spot. You should buy in the futures and sell in the spot. Well, everything about that statement is wrong because you want to sell in the higher market, you want to buy in the cheaper market, and the difference is the profit that you make. So what do you think Bard said when I took this answer to Bard, when I took this question to Bard? Bard is the Google AI, by the way. It did better. It told me, right, that you have positive basis when the spot is higher than the futures. Well, that math is 100% correct. If you have a product that sells for 100% in spot market and $98 in the futures market, the difference between the two is $2. The basis is positive. correct definition. But what I asked it, how do traders profit from this market, or something equivalent to that? How do traders profit from this market? Remember again, same item. You are going to buy cheap, you're going to sell expensive. That's how you make money. Well, Bart said to me, I should buy at 100 and sell at 98. Now, isn't that funny? Both of them were incorrect. I've only just started using ChatGPT. Usually, when I need to study something, and this is my advice to all of you studying finance out there, when I need to study something, I get a textbook that is reputable. I read up on what it says in that textbook, get a good feel for what it is I'm asking, and then I take the little questions to Google and try to get definitions for it. In my case, I already knew what basis is. I knew that basis was spot minus futures because I read a textbook that told me that, and I tend to believe my textbooks in this case. And then I wanted to know what it means to sell and buy the basis. Those two definitions are what's a little bit off to me. I know what basis is. I know how traders can trade. My issue was, what does it mean to sell or buy the basis? So very, very specific question that will help me expand my knowledge, right? And when ChatGPT came back with a full answer, in my head, it did make sense because I know that you want to always, common sense, you want to buy cheap, sell expensive. That's how you make money. And so when I got the answer from ChatGPT, that didn't compute, and that helped me realize that everything ChatGPT was saying was questionable. Now for Bard and ChatGPT, when I challenged the two of them, they both said to me, sorry for misleading you. Now here's where I haven't done any research. I don't know whether ChatGPT and Bard were humoring me or whether they found correct answer that corroborated what I was trying to point out. That's a riddle for another day. But this is where I end this video. I hope you had a chuckle. You had as much of a chuckle as I did watching this video. I'm going to post all the answers everywhere here. Have a good rest of your day and Merry Christmas. I'm so far out. Happy New Year. Make good resolutions. Have fun in the new year. Smile a little bit more. I'll see you in the new year.